What's going on, guys? Joshua here, local realtor here in the Roseville and surrounding areas. And it's been a while since I have last spoke about the housing market. Now, here with me today, I'm going to go over some market data from none other than Ryan Ledquist's SacramentoAppraisalBlog.com, which again, go and check him out. He does a fantastic job with everything local housing market. Now, the first thing I wanted to talk about here in this video is the changes that we've been seeing. Now, I started to post that the changes have been happening in the marketplace right around June, the beginning of June, and we have obviously, that was, depending on who you talk to, that was right at the peak of the season. Well, actually, it was May was the peak, but again, depending on who you talk to, that was right around the peak. And ever since then, we haven't seen anything, obviously no housing crash or steep declines, but we are steadily seeing prices begin to inch its way down further, if you will. So let's actually jump right into the article itself. Now, again, this is from SacramentoAppraisalBlog.com, and this is the U.S. consumer house price growth expectations have dropped. And you can see right here that the expectations for price growth has gone up basically since this big crash, if you will, in 2020, and has gone up, came down, came back up a little bit. And then now you can see we're at this trend line, which this is the 4% historical growth that we've seen in housing. And we are basically right at that level. 7% so far here in May in the Sacramento region and Sacramento County. Now, there's much bigger change than usual for this time of year, since the median price in August is usually down right around 2% or so from the height of spring. So it's really not a shocker, though, because we saw such a dramatic change with mortgage rates. Now, in short, a sharp change in rates has caused a sharp change in the stats. Obvious, right? To be fair, this year is a bit awkward since prices crest 1 month early in May, just as we're talking about, than in June, which we usually see. So if we jump right here, this is the monthly median price. And you see, this is the blue right here is 2022. And then we got 2021 in this brown gold. And then we got this light blue 2020. And you can just see, it goes down all throughout there. And you can see we've never seen a real price decline, at least in the last 6 years, like what we've saw right now. Now, is that like a bit in the desired areas? Anything by the river, anything that just has a premium tied to it, a big lot, going from that 0.5 acres and bigger to those, like I said, like on the river or on a golf course, those tend to just be really sought after, right? So as we jump back to it, is this a seasonal decline or a new downward cycle? Now, if this is only a season, or is this only a seasonal decline, or is this something bigger? Look, the truth is, it's hard. We need time to really have the trend in the market data come in to really understand where we're headed. But for now, we've clearly experienced a huge contraction from where we were. About 25% of the buyers have just stepped back from the marketplace and are waiting to re-enter, depending on the data that comes out. Videos like this one, whatever they're really watching, they're gonna just wait to re-enter the marketplace. So this could be frustrating for some people to hear, but let's remember, the future hasn't happened yet. We can only deal with what is happening right now in front of us and the data that we have. So there's still competition out in the marketplace. There is, in fact, 25% of homes sold above their original list price last month, and 43% of the sales in August had more than one offer. Now, if we go and take a look at the affordability index, this is from Redfin. It says that home buyers' mortgage payments jumped up 37% year over year, and you could see just this massive rise in their mortgage payments. And this is on August 7th. It was at $2,290 at a 5.22% interest rates. So if we go and check out interest rates today from Mortgage News Daily, we are sitting right about 6.256 and a quarter. So this is basically one percentage jump than what we saw basically this time last month. So we go over here. This is the affordability chart in Sacramento County. You can see it was at 74% back in 2012, and then now it's at 27% today. And then this is Placer County from 2018. You can see it was at 49% and is down to 27% now. Going over to Yolo County, the same. We got the 43% back in 2020. It actually did pretty good going into the 2020s, and now it's starting to top off and come down lower, as well as El Dorado County. So we can see it held its own for quite a while, and now is beginning to roll over. Now, so what does all this mean? What does all this mean exactly? So what it means is in certain neighborhoods, certain homes, where we continue to see, and we will always see, a demand in these properties. Now, not every property is going to have this demand, and it doesn't actually take away from the property itself, but you have to look on where the value add is, where the potential is. And just like the property I sold recently, or I'm selling right now, that we got into contract for, it would be better if I just show you guys what exactly I mean. And this is an unshameless plug, but this is my listing right here that I have. You can see my name, and this home is sitting on 1.4 acres of land. It is priced very good, and it is pending. Now, this property, you can see it was fully remodeled inside here. You can see it's just absolutely gorgeous with the staging and just the flow of the interior colors and the countertops, but that is not what I want to show you. I want to show you the property's potential. Now, the home it's not limited in what could happen to it, but there is more tied to the land than what meets the eye. So now this takes imagination and experience, and luckily here people have immense imagination, and more importantly are able to execute on that plan. So right in here we got about 0.75 acres in the front, with another 0.7 acres in the back, for a total, now don't quote me on my math, but for a total of 1.4 acres on this piece of property. And you can see the house right there, almost in the middle, in the middle back. But they are going to build an ADU right in here. Now, they're going to cut some trees down to make it fit, but we really showcase to the buyers, and to all the buyers all the potential buyers that walk through there, the mass potential for this property. And we back that up with the comparables of other homes sitting on 1 acre or more of land, and really what they were able to do with those homes and what those homes recently sold for, to give them a gauge of what created a multiple offer above asking price situation, because we really showcased, highlighted, and walked the buyers through the immense potential, but more importantly, the return on investment that they will get for this property, which got everybody excited. And interest rates, none of that mattered. It was the pricing of the property and the potential of that property within itself. So that's how it got done. Now, tying this back to the article, it's just like this one. Now, so I've been talking about the market beginning to soften back in basically May, and definitely going into June. And seeing this firsthand through my experience, it really depends on the property and how you present it. Now, a normal house, are you going to see this like what we saw last year? Most likely not. Not unless we could really highlight the potential, maybe some unique feature, not just like a unique kitchen or a unique bathroom, but something to make it more right than what it is currently. It takes to drive So in order to really get multiple offers in this marketplace and to sell above list price, you really have to, like I just explained, really have to have a property that has immense potential that will actually justify a higher price, right? With the additions, with the vision, with the execution on that property. And that is how in today's market with these higher interest rates, you can be able to get a multiple offer situation. Guys, for tuning in. Again, my name is Joshua. Leave me any questions or comments down below, and I will see you guys soon.